Yeah, Emmett. Yeah, welcome to part 4 of this series. So this is the fourth hour in the game, and yeah, like I said earlier, it's quite a while when I recorded this, so cannot remember what I really have done in this stage of the game. But I think we will see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was trying the greenhouse. The greenhouse looked very promising. You can make wood in the greenhouse. That's something. Maybe I can save some time and don't have to chop wood anymore. But it was not working like I wanted. Yes, yeah. I hope you can see it in this hour. Um, the greenhouse has his own problems. It needs water and some seeds. The seeds are no problem. You can make it from wood, and wood is something I have plenty of at this point in the stage. At this stage in the game, and yeah. So I decided I go for check out the greenhouse and let my factory do some other stuff. Bloody electronic circuits again. I don't know. Yeah, you need electronic circuits to make some more inserters. And yeah, some pipes for the water. And you need electronic circuits for the pump as well. So this is where we are again, making electronic circuits. I cannot stretch it. This is the electronic circuits. It was the electronic circuits. I mean, Bob's Mod. If you play it in normal mode, you can research a technology, and there are some electronic circuits assembling machines. They are a little bit smaller than a normal assembling machine, and I think they are dedicated to make electronic circuits, and that probably helps in a normal gameplay. But like I said here, I only have one assembling machine, and I was not sure. I was thinking about using the electronic circuits machine, but it felt wrong, so I decided against it. And in the end, I found a solution to the electronic circuits reliable, and that's, yeah. I'm glad I decided against the electronic circuits factories assembling machines. And yeah, here we go. Catching some fish on the way, and try to check out the greenhouse. I have no idea. The ratio is yeah, nothing I bothered at this point in the game, and yeah, for a long time I don't look at ratios, because you just have to figure out how BoxMod works, and yeah, my factory anyway has not the capabilities to make ratio safe builds. So here we go, checking out for greenhouses. Greenhouse needs seed, okay. Power up this thing, and let's make some wood. Like I said, it's I was not aware that the greenhouse makes seeds as well, and this clutters the belt pretty fast. Yeah. So I make a loop here and try to figure it out. This is something I wanted to filter out the seeds, but it was not working. Early filtering is very complicated. I had a solution found once, but forgot about it, and yeah, I could not remember it at this point in the game. It's yeah. If you find a solution for filtering in the early stage, so you can do some stuff with chests and put one stack of an item in a chest, and so the inserter only can insert this one item type. But you have to be you have to make sure that the inserter is not clearing the stack, the output inserter. If you clear the stack, the filter is not working anymore. That's basically something around this line. Yeah, so bloody greenhouse, here it is. You see me running and grabbing from the belt very often at this point because yeah, greenhouse was not working like I wanted it. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what is what else I have done in this hour. Probably making some more defenses. That could be that's the next in the next episode. I remember at one point I beefed up my defenses quite a lot. So making some turrets, ammunition, and yeah, some research as well. So here we are checking the ore. Oh, that greenhouse. Chemical furnace. I did not know what is salt for, so I wanted to check out the salt. It only needs water, so why not? But yeah, I abandoned this test at one point. I don't think yeah. You need salt a little bit later in the game for some electrolysis or words. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's probably wrong. Yeah, at this point, my ore and my power plant was maintenance free, at least to a certain degree. So I could check out the other stuff of so like the greenhouse and yeah, had not to bother with the iron plates and the copper plates. I had enough iron and copper at this point. The chests fill up pretty nicely, and so I can make more electronic circuits. And with all these ingredients the electronic circuits needs, it's this one loop I have at my assembling machine. It's not enough. That's the inserters are too slow. Changing all the recipes destroys too much resources at this point. So I'm really not happy. And as you can see here, I was mixing the input loop. I don't know. My brain was probably busy with something else, and I mixed the input loop, and the input loop was not working, so I had to switch the chests a little bit. Yeah, my first enhancement for my factory are the blue inserters. The blue inserters are pretty important for if you need more input. The blue inserters are pretty good to feed your factory, and this is here's my little trick. The inserters get stuck if you change recipes, and then you have to rotate the inserter, and if you rotate the inserter, he lays down the item on the ground, and to prevent this I use this little pipe section there, as you can see, and then you can rotate the inserter and it works again. Just a little trick, it's nothing special. Yeah, I hope this episode does not end with making the electronic circuits for the whole half hour, for the rest of the hour. That's oh man, bloody electronic circuits. And I mean, we are you can see here, this is 4 hours in the game and nothing really happened so far. I have no science set up, so no green science, or yeah. The resources are okay, I guess, but yeah, 4 hours in the game and nothing really happened. That's, and it was not clear if it changes, at least for the next hours or so. It was, yeah, I had no idea if it works. And you still have to play a couple of hours to see what's coming up. I was worried about the biters because, well, after 4 hours, sometimes the biters come and have a visit at your factory. But I was pretty much protected from the woods, so the pollution was not a problem. That was a bit fortunate. And here we go, still making electronic circuits. I don't know for what I need the electronic circuits at this point. I see I have enough inserters. Not sure what I was going for. We're making more chests, so we have more items. But as you could see it there for a second. The chests are pretty much cluttered. They are almost full, so you have no. Yeah, it's not possible to hear. As you can see, it's almost full with different items. You need some loading mechanic at this point, and I was really not sure how to do this. It's so much items, and you have not the technology like how's it called, the circuit network, and I could not make inserters reliable because inserters need a lot of electronic circuits, the basic electronic circuits, and yeah, it was totally unclear if I can manage this. It's as again, yeah, this was what I'm talking about. The belt is stuck and the greenhouse was not working, so I have to make a filter inserter, I guess it is. I think I make the electronic circuits for my first filter inserter. Oh, a little X course in the electrolysis, whatever, factory. Yeah, the problem, the early technology, you have no idea what it's used for. And I was thinking, okay, well, I have no idea how what it's for, so I have to make it. If it's it's so early in the technology tree, it's probably important to have some. Yeah. So we have a little X course in the, I think it's electrolysis factory or so, or electrolysis, whatever. Yeah, how's it called? Electrolyzer. Yeah, this thing. No idea for what it's used for. haven't needed it even after the 20 hours or so I have in the game now. It's still not clear what it's used for. I have my first filter inserter, so I can put the research a little bit a little bit outside of the factory area, and I expand my loop here, so I have a better output-input ratio. And this is pretty much the basic stuff you do in the early game. So you try to find a good ratio for input-output. So as you can see here, now I have 2 fast inserters for the output and 4 inserters for the input, and 2 inserters for 2 inserters of the 4 inserters are for iron plate and copper plate. Yeah, this makes the whole process a lot faster, and yeah, you can see you can make products a little bit faster. This is just cleaning the chests. That's not how my factory works. It's just the stuff in the chests gets reorganized. Anyway, the fourth episode is almost finished, and let's jump to the conclusion. Yeah, mates. Here we are at the conclusion. It's a couple of minutes into the game, so I have 6 minutes more than the gameplay. I started to remove to redesign my smelting here. That's the only difference. So let's start with the map. Nothing changed. Yeah. Last episode we made some greenhouses, so that's the only change on the map. Nothing happens here. So let's not stretch this. The production for the last hour. Yeah, my iron and copper productions are working okay. So there's no trouble with this. At least this is something I don't have to worry about. My basic electronic circuits, they're all handmade or semi-handmade, and this is something we have to figure out in the next episodes. Started with my first fast inserters and filter inserter, and yeah, you need more and more electronic circuits, and if you don't find a way to make basic electronic circuit boards reliable, that's pretty much game over. There's nothing you can do. Electrolyzer, like I said, try to figure out how they work and what they are for, and still not clear. They do some chemical stuff, probably needed later in the game, but it's nothing for the early game, and I could have skipped this. But yeah, I have no experience as boss mod, so I have to figure out some stuff. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Consumption, oh well, everything I produced I have consumed, pretty much. Nothing special in this regard. Yeah, so this is a production tab. I think still no bonuses, yeah. The research, I don't know. I was looking at the research, and some researches I have done are not in this finished section. As you can see here, I have my, where is it here? My chemical processing here. This is also finished, but it's not showing in this area here. I'm not sure why. Probably a reason. It's probably because it's a follow-up research for this one here. So maybe, but I guess this chemical processing should be here somewhere. Not sure. Yeah, anyway. I think I don't think it's important, but for a quick overview, this is not all the research I have done. There are some researches along the line that are hidden here somewhere. Yeah, some interesting researches are coming up. So here's a large electric, how's it called? Electric large area mining drill. This is a nice one. This is a really nice one. If you look the next episodes or so, this is something I really like to use, because they cover a greater area and are pretty good. Yeah, let's have a look at the factory here. This is pretty much it. I moved my little research area a little bit a little bit further up from the factory. Like I said in the video, in the replay, I have my two new output inserters. They put the items here. It comes on this loop and gets splitted evenly here. So I have, for every product I make, I have two inputs for the factory, and this is a huge step in the early game. If you play the vanilla game, this is something you can have pretty early on, and this works quite well. The most no, the greatest words. The difference to vanilla game to the vanilla factorio game is you can reach the assembling 3 machine. I don't know if I find it here in this big tree. How is it? Where is it? Here, automation 3. This is something in my vanilla one assembling gameplay. This is something you get early on pretty quick, as you can see here, 60 green, 60 green science packs. That's, yeah, you can have pretty much early on. You need a little bit oil to make the modules, but you can have this pretty quick. In Bob's mod, it's a long way to get the assembling machine 3, and assembling machine 3 is really important for the one assembling machine. This is where basically your game starts to yeah to you can have fun with your one assembling machine, because this thing has a crafting speed from 1.25. Yeah, let's try this again. 1.25, and this is something I really wanted, but it's too deep in the technology tree. You need a lot of oil stuff. This is not only what you need some products as well. It's for a long time. Assembling machine 3 is nothing I can looking forward to for the next hours, and I have not reached it yet. So yeah, this is pretty much it. My power plant, the greenhouse. Yeah, let's have a look at the greenhouse here. Gave me so much trouble. Yeah, the greenhouse produces wood, and it produces seedlings. Yeah. And it needs seeds, and it needs 10 seeds to produce some wood. And this is, you have no, I had no filters at this point. The filter inserter is very expensive to make for me at this point. So yeah, you could see it. Whenever I put some seeds here, the bed gets cluttered, and I have to clean it per hand. So I have to walk the belt and clean the product. It took me a long time to figure out this thing. Anyway, that's for this episode, and if you liked it, let me know it in the comment section, or just hit the like if you want. And let's go to the next episode, I think. Enjoy your day and take care of yourself, mates. See you.